Inside revolving door between Democrat, deep state, and big tech. We just, now we have proof, we have confirmation that this has been happening from the Twitter files, and that exposed all this and exposed the censorship and how they're working together. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. Has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. And there's also a link to my Instagram. All right, let's talk about this news. If you're wondering why social media censorship only runs in one ideological direction, consider the revolving door between uh, the Democratic deep state, and big tech. The first tranche of Twitter files concerning the platform unprecedented censorship of the Hunter Biden laptop story detailed the supportive role played by Twitter Deputy General Counsel James Baker. Baker was the FBI's general counsel from 2014 to 2017 and a Forrest Gump like figure in Russiagate, pursuing discredited accusations against President Trump. And, I've done tons of stuff on Baker in the past on my old channel. And if you want to look at some of those reports, you can check it out on the Odyssey, which is in the link tree that's in the description. um, by 2020, Baker was in a position at Twitter to encourage the company to help Joe Biden beat him. Baker's meddling continued until today. He was fired by Elon Musk when it was discovered that he was, quote, vetting, deleting, altering documents meant to be reviewed by journalists Matt Taibbi and Barry White. So up until like the last minute, this guy was still censoring and getting rid of stuff. And we're covering up his censorship up until the day he was fired. It's crazy uh, that the FBI's man at Twitter was overseeing the production of documents concerning matters like the censorship of the Hunter Biden story is significant because the FBI is so heavily implicated in Twitter's censorship push. Uh, Twitter CEO Elon Musk says certain data associated with the Twitter files was hidden or potentially deleted. As we know from the accounts of another ousted Twitter censorship officer, Yoel Roth, discussing figure, and FBI agent Elvis Chan, FBI officials regularly met with Twitter before the 2020 election, warning of foreign, quote, hack and leak attacks and flagging content for Twitter to take down to take down arising from foreign influence operations. Roth claimed officials rumored that the hack and leak would involve Hunter Biden. Why would the FBI warn about a device it already had? Thanks, Hunter Biden leaving it at a Delaware repair shop, not because any foreign hack. So they knew it wasn't a hack because the guy they had the laptop and they know of the guy they know of the that the information was a hack. They know that they got it from the repair guy, so they knew it was a hack. They just lied. The Twitter CEO Elon Musk says certain data associated with Twitter files was hidden or potentially deleted. So did Baker scrub the files that might show the FBI leaning on Twitter to censor to help Joe Biden? That's what I believe. I believe Baker deleted that evidence. Baker wasn't alone as a former national security official in leading Twitter's censorship efforts. The second installment of Twitter files deleted the platform broader suppression of wrongthink, referencing a strategic response team as with limiting the reach of certain users. One team member responsible in his telling for resolving the highest profile trust and safety escalations, apparently by throttling the accounts of dissenters from COVID orthodoxy like Dr. J. Bachara, which I already talked about that before, and conservatives like Dan Bongino, um, uh, is Jeff Carlton. Carlton, according to a since deleted LinkedIn profile, served as an intelligence analyst for the CIA and FBI from 2014 to 2017. Look at all these government people. Look at all these government intel people. Uh, and he came on as Twitter's senior program manager for the strategic response team in May 2021 and was elevated to its head in November. Uh, there are related deep state big tech ties with a nexus to the Twitter files. Prominent signatories to the ex intelligence officials debunked letters seeking to discredit the Post reporting on Hunter Biden's laptop as Russian disinformation, such as former Obama DNI James Clapper, the usual suspects. I mean, Clapper would go around on all these media, would go on CNN, he would go on MSNBC and say all this stuff was fake and Russian disinformation. Then you got CIA Director Leon Panetta and Deputy Director Michael Morrell serve organizations representing big tech companies like Google. And no wonder why my old channel got deleted for putting all this stuff out there. But these ex officials have publicly opposed federal legislation aimed at breaking up big tech. Perhaps big tech's centrality in helping the intelligence community quash narratives it disfavors has something to do with its lobbying to big tech maintain monopoly power over the digital public square. Uh, Democratic politicians, staffers, and lawyers also had an inside line to Twitter pushing for more aggressive content moderation. They found many sympathetic ears at social media companies. Andy Stone, that's Meta's communication director, who put out official word that Facebook would be suppressing the Hunter Biden laptop story, was previously a Democrat flag. Former Obama White House Press Secretary Jay Carney served as Arizona's senior vice president of global corporate affairs from 2015 until this past summer. Talk about revolving door. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer's daughters both worked on Silicon Valley. Allison as a privacy and politics product market manager at Meta, and Jessica as a registered lobbyist for Amazon in New York. On the House side, you have Rep. Zoe Lofgren is a senior member of the House Judiciary Committee, which oversees big tech regulation. Her daughter works on Google's legal team. I mean, this you can't make this stuff up. And then, of course, Dr. Anthony Fauci revealed in testimony that his daughter previously worked as a software engineer at Twitter. So imagine, so you know she censored some stuff that went out against her pops. And then longtime Democrat operative John Podesta, I mean, I can go on. I've done so many stuff about John Podesta and his evil stuff that he got going on. But his niece, Leslie Podesta, just resigned from Twitter's Trust and Safety Council. The examples are myriad. While there are always revolving doors between government and powerful industries, the problem here is that the government big tech bloc has disproportionate control over the pivotal area of speech and is using it to stifle opposition and attain ideological dominance. And it's only happening on one side. It's only one group of people that's being censored right now, and that's the people on the right, conservatives. With a nodding wink and a nudge between them, the First Amendment erodes before our eyes. I hope a bunch of people sue these companies, sue them into having to respect our First Amendment rights. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out democrepublics.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace. Oh,